Today is Thursday, the 9th of July, and originally we planned on being in Yosemite today. Yes, but our campsite got canceled because of the COVID stuff. They canceled our reservation. So instead, Mike has worked a little bit this week. He has worked on color music a little bit this week, and we're having some family time.
That looks so cool.
That is very cool. She's showing you that awning over there in the distance. Okay, so we are out in the country. We're in an area, a town or something called Corinne, Utah, and we are going out to the Golden Spike National Historical Park. So it's gonna be fun. And while we were driving here on the freeway, we got a rock on the windshield. Okay, Fran wants to say something. What do you want to say, Fran?
I forgot.
You forgot? Okay, she forgot. Okay, so out my window is the north, and that hill right there is right, I think that's in Idaho. Mike was saying, I think that's Idaho. I'm pretty sure it is, like right on the other side of the border. This is a Walmart distribution center, as Mike just pointed out. So we're on the northern side of the Great Salt Lake right now. So Mike's side is to the south, so you can see some water kind of coming in and out, and then occasionally it comes under the road to the other side. So there's some of the water. There's a little bit over on that side. Of course, we just went past it. That white stuff is salt, by the way. So all of this is in water. You can see some of the water. It's kind of unbelievable. Okay, so we just turned on yet another side road. So it says Golden Spike National Historical Park, 8 miles. And then there's a sign.
That truck turned behind us.
It says Golden Spike, Crossroads of the West. Okay, so we're like 6 miles from the visitor center, so we're coming up this road, and then you can't really see them that well anymore, but we're gonna go up that hill. Okay, so the road we were on turned into a dirt road. We weren't driving on it as a dirt road though, but so now we're going straight out, and I think that building in the distance might be the visitor center.
Yeah.
So this is the train track right here.
This is it.
And that is the visitor center there, that brown building. Okay, we're here. That's right. We've all got our hats on.
Bathroom.
Bathroom, yes. Whoop, did you hear the train? So at this point in time, because of COVID, the visitor center is not open, but the restrooms are. See, last SPiKE site access through the side gate, so it's that way. And then this sign says fee free, no passes required. Oh, it's probably free because the visitor center is closed, maybe?
Oh, maybe so.
So enter for information that way, and then restrooms are that way. Oh, there's the train. You can kind of see it.
Can we ride on it?
The train is way over there.
Do you see that? It says to the Irish who toiled on the Transcontinental Railroad uniting our nation. The Hibernian Society of Utah, March 17th, 1996, so that's St. Patrick's Day, dedicated in 1996. It says competition 1869, lacking precise instructions from the Congress as to where to meet, and spurred by financial rewards for building grade, both railroad companies prepared rail bed past each other for 250 miles. No parallel track was ever laid. Promontory Summit was chosen as the point for the joining of the rails.
Yeah, I messed up the road crossing.
Fascinating. Okay, so this is the Jupiter that just arrived, and then the next one is the, I think it's the 11-9 or something, the 119, this railroad track. There's a wagon. Look how pretty this is. Pretty cool. Look how big those wheels are. Oh, is this the spot? Here it is. Oh, cool. So this is where?
The guy's here.
That's really neat. Whoop, my shadow.
Maybe you don't want the back of it.
Very cool.
Hey, look at me, guys.
Just taking pictures. Let's get a shot of you and me
Hey, friend, come here, babe.
in front of this train. Yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi. Hang on, get me in the photo. Oh, it's a vlog.
It's a video. Okay, so the Jupiter already came out, and way down there, there's a little black dot, and that is the next train that's gonna come. And these are recreations of the original trains that they used to drive the Golden Spike. So it was May 10th, 1869, and so you can kind of see them. Some of the guys on one of the trains in the picture.
Yep, you can see the distance.
Yeah. See the train? There it is. So that's the ranger that's talking. So they have them coming in on different tracks. So this is the 119. Union Pacific. Ooh, it smells like fireworks. Yeah. Okay, so this one was a cargo train. It was a little bit smaller so it could go faster. Whereas the Jupiter over here was a passenger train. And so it's a little bit bigger, went slower. It went 30 to 35 miles per hour. The cargo train over here went a little bit faster. These wheels are smaller?
They're smaller, so it couldn't go as fast, but it could carry more, and so it went slower.
Oh, this one went slower. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why is it going backwards?
He's going backward because he's going to come over to the other track, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
19 is coal, Jupiter is steam.
And so then the 119 is picked up from there, and then we rode it up to here. So it's down on the front.
It's loud, huh?
Oh, I see that light.
So now the firemen are securing the train so it won't roll forward or backward. Okay, so here we're talking about May 9th, which is just the day before the Golden Spike. And if you look, I'm over on the other side now, and you see this mountain here. This hill kind of comes up and goes down. This is the same perspective of this photo. You can see the hill comes up and then comes down. And there's the track right there. So I'm kind of standing almost in the exact same spot that that photographer was standing in. So it says, can you read that? It says, in this photo taken one day before the transcontinental line was completed, a 30-foot gap in the railroad remained. A tent town quickly grew around the last SPiKE site, and two of the first businesses can be seen in the background. Within days, numerous other tents would appear as the town of Promontory came into existence. Behind the crowd are some of the cars which carried Central Pacific Railroad dignitaries to the celebration. And my family's just right there. Mike's telling the kids a story about him coming here the day after his sister got married in 1991. So he was like 12, Mike was like 12 years old. His sister got married, which actually happens to be our anniversary. We have the same anniversary. He and his dad came up here, kind of catching up with their Boy Scout troop to do some camping. But they got up here and it was dark and they couldn't see where the campsite was. So they actually, Mike and his father, just camped out like on the front steps of this visitor center overnight because they didn't really know what else to do. And I will add, it was early November, which is really a cold time to be sleeping outside. Say it again?
Dad's ear like froze to his pillow.
His
like
ear froze to his pillow? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Like with grass.
Oh, wow.
I had to swoop it off.
Yikes. Wow. I like your outfit, by the way.
Thanks, and it's quite hot right now.
Is it getting warm? Yeah. So the first picture I saw was over there, then we saw that one, and now I want to go over to that one. See those piles of old railroad ties? You see them? Yeah, from the railroad.
That?
Yeah, look at how old some of this wood is. Do you see how old some of it is? See the stakes? You can see, wow. I wonder how old these ties are.
Mom, the train's coming.
So this is just over on the other side.
Let's look at this one.
Let's check it out. So now it says September 1869, so this is just a few months later. It says the Transcontinental Railroad was a commercial link which opened new markets and figuratively united the nation with bands of rail. Seen here are Union Pacific Railroad fruit cars en route to California to be loaded with perishables for eastern markets. For a few months, hold on Fran, in 1869 and 1870, Promontory was a vital hub in this exchange of passengers and freight. And as you can see, it did not stay a major hub. We're like totally out here, out in nature for miles. So September 8th, 1942, after the opening of the Lucian Cutoff in 1904, the historic rail line north of the Great Salt Lake was of minimal importance. In 1942, the last SPiKE was ceremonially undriven here before a crowd of Union Pacific, Southern Pacific, and state dignitaries. In a few months, the entire line between Corinne and Lucin was salvaged with the steel directed to America's war effort. It's fascinating. So this is like almost 30 years before the Golden SPiKE.
And notice how they keep taking the pictures from the perspective.
Yeah, this is really cool. So you can see these hills in the picture. Yeah, you're right. That's the perspective right there.
Yeah.
So we're like standing where that photographer stood.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, should we go to that one over there?
Hey, make sure that you don't rub against...
Oh, I smell it now. So they said that's coal and coal burning, and so that's why the steam looks dirty, and that's why it smells more industrial. This is wood burning, and that's why the steam is cleaner and it smells like a campfire, and it totally smells like a campfire because it's burning wood.
Let's not rub...
Is everything okay?
Yeah, let's just stay on the trail. I don't want to get ticks or anything like that.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
1869. 4 months after completion, Promontory was a notorious boom town composed of hotels, saloons, and gambling tents with a few stores and shops. Transcontinental passengers changed trains here until mid-1870. Many were victimized by resident gamblers and con artists. Newspaperman J. H. Beadle noted of the town, 4,900 feet above sea level, though theologically speaking, if we interpret scripture literally, it ought to have been 49,000 feet below that level, for it certainly was for its size morally nearest to the infernal regions of any town on the road. I'm not sure what that means.
Means There's a lot of bad stuff people were doing.
Yeah.
So this must be taken then. You can't see.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
The hills.
You can kind of see that hill,
Sort of.
which is that.
Yeah, so you can sort of see. That's probably that.
Fascinating.
That is interesting. Story time.
So when I was 12, I came over here overnight. It was the night after
It was
Melissa.
the same night that you slept on the steps.
Same night, yep. So Melissa got married that night, and we came up later and couldn't find the other Boy Scouts, so we slept out here.
Keep walking.
It was so cold in the morning.
There you go.
It was stuck to the pillow because of the frost. Anyway, we walked through these fields, the Boy Scouts did, and I found a little whiskey bottle that was like old, like it was semi under the dirt kind of thing. And I kept it for a little while, and I totally should have held on to it. It was pretty cool though.
How do you know it's on or not?
Mike, what are we doing right now?
Just checking for ticks.
Checking for ticks.
Just got deja vu.
Will you lift your leg up? Like lift it up this way? Yeah, just a little bit easier.
Diego actually did get bitten by a tick when he was little, when we lived in Florida. On his head. Just right outside our apartment. It must have fallen out of a tree or something.
Your foot kind of dry a little bit. Okay, lift up.
So this right here is a cross section of what the rail shape is right there. These old pictures are interesting.
Dad, are you Japanese?
Yeah. That's the original
Oh.
span of iron.
This is one of the original spans?
Yep.
Wow, let's look at that. Do you see it, the shape of it? Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So that's the original Jupiter and 119 meeting at the summit, at Promontory Summit. All right, well, we're gonna head out. That was super cool though. Okay, just kidding, we're not actually leaving. We're having some snacks. So Mike's got a Builder Bar. These guys are eating some crunchy curls. And I'm gonna have a white chocolate macadamia Cliff Bar.
Sweet thing called spiral jetty.
So you found a picture over there. I don't want to film people, but he found a picture of a spiral and he was like, what is that, right? And there's a foot washing station for it. So it basically a spiral jetty, which is like an art thing. I've actually never been to it. Yeah, and it's only 30 minutes. It's like 16 miles away. So we're gonna go check it out. So we'll show you that.
Yes.
Once Fran finishes her rice roller. Okay, so we looked at the satellite, and what did we learn about going to spiral jetty?
We learned that it involves a lot of dirt road.
A lot of dirt road, which I had a suspicion that might be the case because there's a foot washing station here for spiral jetty.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna go auto tours. Oh, that's cool. Auto tour guidebooks available so you can do like an auto tour on that road. Anyway, so we're just gonna head back toward home. I don't know if we're going home right now or somewhere else. We're not sure.
Back on the road.
Those folks are from Washington. But anyway, we're just gonna head that way. Diego's pretending to sleep.
No, I'm relaxed.
You're just relaxing.
It's their Hessian heritage that like it's resonating right now.
Okay, so we are at In-N-Out now.
Yes.
We're in the drive-through line. It looks like we're at McDonald's, but we're not. The In-N-Out sign is up there. And so we're just gonna grab some lunch and we're gonna take it home. It's 1:40 right now, so that's where we are. Okay, $16 later, we've got 4 fries and 4 veggie burgers. And we're gonna add our own patties to these veggie burgers at home.
Oh, sprinklers.
Getting ready to feast. So these are Beyond Burger patties that I rolled into balls and then cooked that way for Italian grinders, and then they've been in the freezer. So
Meatballs.
how's it tasting, Diego?
Awesome.
Is it pretty good? Okay, so what are we gonna do after we eat? We have decided.
You're gonna watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes, these guys have never seen it.
Yeah.
We finished the movie and now they're wrestling.
Whoa!